Hello and welcome, this is Mousecunner, and we're back with some more of the MegaCorp DLC of Stellaris. I'm playing as Multi-Consumer Products, a corporate entity, and this is the first video that will be recorded after the official launch of the game. Before, all of the videos have been the pre-release version of the game. So, with that being said, I also picked up all of the DLC that I hadn't yet picked up. I don't know if any of that's going to come into this save file, because the save file came before those DLC, but we'll see. I've had time away from the series since last I recorded, and as a result, I've changed my mind on what I'm going to do here. I had been considering whether or not to build an outpost here, and I decided to do it, but I've looked at my empire size and the fact that I'm getting close to my administrative cap, and I think expanding down here is much more valuable of a thing to do, as there's a lot of trade resources that I'd like to pick up. So I'm going to reroute down there instead, which is going to cancel the outpost construction I had queued, and then I will, of course, build that outpost here instead. I think that's a much wiser choice. And we can always get into a direct conflict with these guys later if we want control of this space, but I am worried about this administrative cap here, so I don't think I'm going to be able to expand too much further beyond the size that I already am, because systems control plays into that. So we have districts, systems, and your colonies. I don't think I'm going to be colonizing many more planets than I already have. We have 3 colonies going. One hasn't really popped out yet, but it is counted into this score, so we don't really have to worry about that. And there really isn't that many habitable worlds inside my controlled space anyway. There's this at 60%, but I'm not sure if I'm going to go there or not. And none of the worlds down here have been habitable yet, so mostly we're just going to be picking them up for their resources. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and continue here. And just trying to follow up with where we're at. So I am upgrading ships, I believe.
Ships upscaled.
There we go. That's them. So we're going to send them back over to this system so we can sit on the piracy. Okay, we have them declaring rivalry on us. We already rivaled them, so at least I believe so. Let's double check that. Yeah, so rivalry both ways. So we really do not like each other. I expect a conflict at some point. Let's see what we're looking at. So it's equivalent across the board. So in theory, we don't have to worry too much about their power, but still, nonetheless, having somebody that hates me as much as these guys do, and having the border tension that we have, I think it'd probably be a good idea to start investing in more and more ships. So that is definitely something I'm going to be doing, considering we're not probably going to be colonizing many more planets. The alloys are really only going to be used for outposts at this stage. So as long as we keep 100 on hand, we should be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and build at least one more Corvette. Now, I very much would like to get better technology and to get bigger ships than we currently have, but at the moment, this is what we're limited to, so that's what we're going to have to work with. All right, let's continue here. Looks like all of my other ships have their things that they're doing, so we're all golden there. We can get rid of this message. And when these two fleets come together, I'll merge them up. I believe we have...
Market outlier identified.
Okay, we'll just leave that be. So let's grab these two fleets. I always forget with the interface where the merge button is. There it is. Yeah. And we do have an admiral here, so it will work out.
Upscaling complete.
Okay. Glancing hit. While approaching such and such place, The MCPS such and such suddenly received a glancing hit by several passing mass driver rounds. The projectiles were billions of years old, and based on their trajectory, they appear to be stray rounds fired from a neighboring galaxy. After missing their intended target, they continued on their journey for untold millennia until today. The rounds we have recovered are of an advanced design despite their incredible age, so we get a little bit of science. That's good. So I'm guessing we were doing an anomaly with this ship. Which ship is it? Trying to find them. Ah, down there. All right. We still have that research project, but I don't have any of my science vessels at a high enough skill level. 4 is as high as we are at the moment. Well, this is the last system I think I want to survey, so we know how valuable a outpost would be here. Because if we could turn this into a trade hub, we would collect a lot of trade so far. Well, at least, what, 9 worth? So it'd be nice to see if there's more over here. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Did we not absorb one of the ships here? Oh. We're still building up a fleet. That's what's going on there. It's a weird route. Oh, I guess you have to go that way. You could have gone down this way, but that might have been longer to do. Alright, well, let's send this military ship on over that way. What are we looking at military strength-wise? 453 plus another 47. Alright, I'm not sure if, you know, we've gone over these guys in ability. I mean, it's only a difference of 47. What are we working on tech-wise? We should have blue lasers. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's going to take a while to do, but we do have a bonus towards it. So, we'll see. I'm still noticing this thing here where we're not seeing the progressing colony, which I believe is on Regulus, in the Regulus system. Regulus Prime here. So we're about halfway. Alright, one of our scientists leveled up. That's good. Let's see what the system looks like now that we're in here. Okay. There's a decent number of things here. A couple stars, a few planets. We didn't find anything here, but it's a gas giant.
Outlier identified.
Okay, leave be. We have one more world to check in here. 2 more worlds not habitable.
Market survey completed.
I think that's pretty general. And the one world that I figured would be pretty habitable, the tropical world. Hey, it turns out it's habitable. Let's go ahead and grab our science ship here. Have them do that anomaly. And our other science ship finish their thing at the same time. Just about. And we have an anomaly over here that we want to check out. Now, in theory, this anomaly may be more a benefit to my enemies rather than me, but might as well do it for the experience. And then we'll go down this way and survey these systems down here. I guess it never really is going to connect up. Unless maybe we just don't see how this connects because we haven't gotten far enough down here. I wonder if this is a dead end. Well, we'll find out. So anomalies, alloys-wise, we have enough to build another ship. How are we doing on our naval capacity? Oh, we're 50% there. So, out of curiosity, I'm going to guess that these corvettes are 1 apiece. I might even be able to see that. But I'm thinking at this point it's 10 ships. Yeah, it's 10 ships, so, yeah, one per. That means we could afford another 10. No problem. So the anchor is now at 453. Let's grab our station here. And again, I'm going to keep building these corvettes. Military power at this stage of the game with somebody as big of a threat as this, I think is pretty important. We're going to keep cranking these things out. We're a militaristic empire or entity after all. So, okay, our construction ship has finally made it. Alright. right, another one of our scientists leveled up. It's good. I think those are the scientists that I have working on research.
Upscaling complete.
Okay, our ship is done. Oh, they hadn't registered this, so we're at 509 at this stage. We'll again send it over to the rest of the fleet. Now, I don't know if a fleet can only be so big. I mean, that's just our maybe it can only be so big, but it also matches our naval capacity. So we'll be fine. I don't expect another class of ship anytime soon, so I'm curious how much this is going to go up when we control this system, because we're at 38. And I'll have to calculate. All right, wreckage identified. Our crew aboard the MCPS such and such report that the Jumla shipwreck appears to have been the result of an unexpected geomagnetic solar storm. The supply ship suffered a complete loss of life support systems and sustained inoperable damage, drifting until it entered Jumla's gravity well. There are no survivors. The ship's cargo hold does indeed contain a notable amount of minerals. However, the captain of the MCPS such and such cautions that the construction indicates VEM design. Are these guys VEM? Yeah, they sure are. It's highly likely that the minerals belong to the VEM Star Accord, and they may be displeased should we lay claim to their shipment. Well, we don't like them, so this will please them and increase our influence. I mean, we like influence and everything, but we also don't like them. So, no. We're going to take those minerals. Screw them. Let's see how much they like us now. Our relations have actually improved. So either that hasn't been calculated in, or it just improved from the new contact being reduced, which it probably has. All right, well, in any case, let's just continue on here.
Upscaling complete.
Speaking of minerals, we have quite a few. Let's grab these two ships and merge them. We have quite a few minerals. We could trade them. Otherwise, we could look at our planets, which probably would be a good idea. Actually, one thing we could do to spend those minerals right away is grab our construction ship and just start building mining stations and research stations, because those all take minerals. And this over here is another mining station. We're not going to be collecting any of this because we don't have the ability to do so yet. I'm actually tempted to get another construction ship. Oh, I did want to check here. So it did go up by 2. So that means we can control 5 more systems, or that becomes a problem. What else plays into it? Districts. So as we get more districts, that will affect us as well. Okay. The systems are double. Colonies are double. Districts are 1 for 1. All right. Good to see. All right. So we want to control this system. We want to control this system. We want to control this system. So that's 3 more. So that's another 6 onto this. That means we could get 4 more districts on top of that before we run into a problem. Oh, all right. What do we want to do on our home planet? Do we have anything that we want to do? At the moment, we have 40 jobs to our 34 population, so we really don't need any more districts here, so I think we should hold off. What about Hicklem Prime? We have 4 jobs to our 2 population. Okay. So before we get to the 5 population that we would need to get this next thing unlocked, we're probably not going to want to do anything. I think the 4 districts breathing room is probably fine. Once we get to 35, I am going to have to start producing consumer goods, because that is looking a little dicey at the moment, because we're consuming more consumer goods than we are producing, which is bad. We're going to need another civilian industry so we can turn minerals into consumer goods. And this will probably get actually worse. Because some of the jobs that aren't being filled are probably the clerk jobs. Yeah, we have 5 clerk jobs, and clerks turn consumer goods into other things. So that's kind of bad for us. Now, I am hoping when we get the one tech, we can maybe bolster our population with robots, but we'll see. I'm assuming they don't take up housing, but I don't know until we do it. Okay, social experiment. A small aerostat colony was found floating just above the atmosphere of Mufrid. That one, okay. Mufrid 7. It appears to have been self-sufficient, and remains from several different species were found on board. As best we can tell, the colony was some kind of social experiment conducted centuries ago that ultimately ended with the colonists massacring each other. Oh, that doesn't sound good. We have downloaded all of the data found in the colony's limited databanks, so we get some society research. Alright. But yeah, I'm going to have to keep an eye on Goroth here.
Future market survey complete.
In particular, the population, when it's going to pop out, which is not long from now, so as soon as that happens... Oh, is that survey done already? Oh man, it was crap in here, huh? Alright, well, we're going to do the anomaly just in case something valuable is here. I still think it's a good idea to put a trade outpost here, because we would collect 9 trade resources and send them up to our capital, so I definitely think that would be a good idea. And then that's probably going to be the extent of our expansion from here on out. We can't afford it from our administrative cap standpoint. Alright, let's continue. I think this was a mistake up here, taking this outpost. But, you know, you live and learn. Oh, speaking of which, I did want to go into this station and look at maybe getting a building here that would help us. I honestly think we need to go with either target uplink, communications jammer, or the disruption field generator. Like one of those to help us at this starbase, help us fight these guys if we have to, because you know, they could bowl through here, but this is a choke point for our Empire. They have to come through here. At least as far as we know, they have to come through here. So, if that's the case, we can make this starbase a little bit more well-defended. That would probably be a good idea. So, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to build a target uplink computer. Yeah. Okay. Oops, that's not what we want to do. Okay, let's continue. Oh, I've got a couple science ships just sitting there. Let's fix that. You come down this way and start surveying. You go up this way and start surveying. Alright. So our science ships are mostly going to find us other empires now. That's more than likely going to be the importance. Now, we do want to get them leveled up, obviously, so we can do this science project that's in here. We have pretty good influence. Okay, we got an incoming transmission. Vemstar Accord. Rothy, it has come to our attention that a missing Vem supply ship sustained terminal damage en route to Vem and drifted into MCP space. But it was promptly and unceremoniously pilfered of its cargo. Did you really believe this transgression would go unnoticed? Vemstar Accord requests the immediate reimbursement of her supplies. Okay. It took a while for them to get back to me, but supply ship? What supply ship? I don't know what you're talking about. Alright. So obviously that's going to hurt relationship with us, but they hate us already. Who cares? How much did that hurt us? It's only 20, and it will go away 5 yearly, so in 4 years, they'll forget about it. In any case, this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.